Hey everybody, it's Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. I'm always on the lookout for cars that I just don't have anything here for. Just kind of a blank hole. When somebody calls, I don't even have a lot of possibilities for them. So it's always exciting when I find something to fill some of those holes, even when it's kind of a basic four-door like this. Yeah, it's crazy to think about that. For as common as some of these cars are, you would think a 63 Ford full-size wouldn't be that hard to find. And yes, I've had some in the past, but as of right now, I didn't have any full-size 63 Fords here at all. I had a 63 Galaxy 4-door hardtop. I've still got some parts off of that car, the doors and things like that, but just bits and pieces. No full-size 63 Fords at all. So even though this car is pretty much a basic custom four-door with no options, just kind of a regular old car, still glad to add it to inventory because that fills a hole. You've at least got a possibility of possibly having something for somebody doing a 63 full-size Ford. So like I said, you would think stuff like this would be super common, but sometimes it just doesn't pop up and just don't find anything. So always looking to fill those holes. Even with a couple thousand cars on the ground, there's still a lot of holes like that on stuff that you would think would be fairly common, but not always is. So let's go ahead and go take a look at this whole 63 Ford. Well, here she is, pretty much your basic white 63 Ford four-door sedan. Slap a little black on that and a cherry on top, and it would pretty much fit right in Mayberry. The car is mostly complete. It's missing the front bumper and a few other little miscellaneous things. And it is a pretty basic car, but it is here, it is intact, mostly intact, and there's a lot of good stuff on it. While we're back here, we'll just start right here on the back. There again, kind of a basic car, but it is there. One interesting thing about it right there, it still has the dealer badge on it from Murdy Motors in Hoisington. That was actually the Ford dealership in Hoisington, Kansas, which is about 8 miles north of the yard. So this car hasn't gone very far in its 60 years of life. Still got the little dog dish caps on it, some of them at least. Inside, there again, pretty basic. Basic plain door panels, nothing fancy on the inside. We see 3 pedals there and a shifter on the column, so this was a basic old 3 on the tree. About as basic as they get. Take a peek inside the back. It's kind of faded, but actually the whole back seat's still pretty much intact. But also kind of gives you an idea of how basic this car was trim-wise. Extra dash up there in the back window. Work our way around the front. And like I said, the front bumper's gone, headlight bezels are gone, but other than that, pretty much here and intact. One interesting thing about a full-size 63 Ford was how you open the hood. A lot of people don't realize that. You look at the front of this car, and you look at the grill badge, that's pretty cool. Looks like it should be there. That's actually your hood release on a 63. This one's already been popped, but let's go ahead and hit the safety on it. And under here, they're once again about as basic as they get. Inline 6, we saw that 3-speed on the tree inside the car. There's our linkage, manual brakes. Pretty much no options on this car at all. Obviously must have had some engine issues at some point in its life before this car was parked. But one good thing about this car is, as we're looking at this front, this car is pretty solid, pretty straight, and it's got a lot of good pieces on it. And that's what we do here, is primarily we sell parts. We do sell complete cars as well, but there are a lot of good pieces on this car, even though it is a basic old 4-door 63 custom. Door latch must not be working over here. Let's unstrap this side, take a peek in here. And someone has added a radio, but probably didn't have one originally because that's a newer style Ford radio. Clock delete. So this car pretty much had a heater, and that was about it. So about as basic as they got, just added a heater to it, and that's about all there was. So, like I said, definitely not a highly loaded car, not a super cool 63.5 fastback, but still fills a hole that I had here of no full-size 63 Fords. And this one does still have a lot of good pieces on it. So that's what we're here for, and this thing definitely has some good stuff on it that is going to help save some other cars. Well, there you have it, the old 63 Ford Custom 4-door. Obviously a pretty basic car, but a lot of good bits and pieces left on it. And like I said, at least fills some holes for me when I can find these cars that I don't have anything here at all to be able to try to help people out with their project cars. So, or shoot, you never know. Somebody may wants to put a motor in it, slap a little black paint on it with the white, put a cherry on top, pretend they're in Mayberry. Who knows? But regardless, I'm always glad to add this kind of stuff to inventory when I just have blank holes. Even with a couple thousand cars on the ground, you can never have anything, but always watching out to fill those holes where I don't have anything, any coverage whatsoever. So, got any questions about this old 63 Ford or any of the other 2,000 cars and trucks we've got here on the ground at Nobody Else's Auto, just give me a call, 620-786-4428. Having that short conversation about your project, year, make, model, body style, the type of build you're doing, the parts you need, all that information is critical. Texts, emails, none of that stuff is ever complete. Just give me a call, we can have that short conversation, and then I know what you're trying to accomplish. So, which lets me know what I'm looking for when I get out here to the yard. So give me a shout, we can have that conversation. You like old cars, you like old trucks, you like old memorabilia, be sure to check out the channel, Nobody Show. Definitely click that subscribe button. We do a lot of cool stuff on here, always adding new inventory, always doing videos on it to share it with you guys. We do a lot of cool memorabilia stuff. We also do a lot of fun live stuff that you guys won't want to miss either. So stay tuned, we've got a lot more cool stuff coming up. I've had a lot of great inventory coming in and a lot more stuff coming in soon. You won't want to miss any of that either. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys are enjoying them. Be sure to check out some of the others, and we hope to see you soon on the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody.